Hello, Water Signs. Welcome to Tim's Naked Tarots, or welcome back to Tim's Naked Tarots if you are a regular viewer. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that in a variety of ways. Normally on my main reads, I will be using a plain deck to bring in the star sign of the person that we are doing the read about. On a read like this, which is the monthly overview of November for you all, I just don't really call out the astrology linked signs from the tarot cards if I feel that there is some. Okay, or unless I feel that there is some. So basically, if you are new here, what we do is I put a rune out there. That is the overall energy of the month of November for you. Then we get 5 cards out of there. That will be one for all the weeks of November. Last one, the part week going into December. And then we get some clarifiers out of there. So let's crack on, shall we? Sorry about that. I just had to quickly clear my throat. I threw you on pause for a second. Okay, so let's see what energy we have got. We have got Ophelia. Okay, Ophelia is the last of all the tarots and last of all the runes in the rune collection. It translates to the word inheritance. Okay, this is kind of like a human rune, if you will. So this month you could be dealing with heritage. Maybe you are in a religious or a family what has certain, what's the right word I'm looking for, ceremonies, I suppose, which you might have to perform at this time of year. We got tradition, we got inheritance, which is the main translation of the word. We have got ancient properties, and we have got family ties. As I said, it's kind of like a very humanish rune. Okay, so it deals a lot with humans. Okay, so what Ophelia can also represent is well, perhaps is a situation related to your current background or your unconscious beliefs you have absorbed from your childhood now starting to come out and take shape now. Okay, so maybe this month and the energies of this month is going to start bringing out beliefs you formed when you were a young child. Okay, so let's have a look at what the universe is throwing us out with the tarot for backup on this. We have got ceremonies, funny enough. Okay, the Four of Wands, it is ceremonies. It's a celebration of life, death, birth, marriages, and any of those wonderful things in between. It's also a card of commitment. Maybe you're committing to something. Maybe you're proposing to someone in this month, or you're planning to. Maybe you were not planning to. Maybe the ideas start to form this month to do that. Yeah, things like that. Okay, and we got the Four of Swords as well. And the fours also fit into this rune because this is the 24th rune in the rune system, which means, yeah, it's divisible by 4 as well. But the Four of Swords is a card of healing or resting. Okay, so maybe some of you're going to be going on holiday this month. Obviously, these aren't really big stretches of the imagination. I'm not putting on much of the energy for this. Someone is going on holiday at some point throughout the year, so it is one of these generic things I can just throw out there and go, oh, you're impressive. No, not really. It just happens to be you're going on holiday, and I said you might be. But you may be going on holiday, or you might just be taking time off work, okay, and resting a little while away from work. Okay, so for the first week, we have got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, second week, we have got the Queen of Cups. Third week, we have got the Knight of Wands. Fourth week, we got the Five of Pentacles. And the fifth week, we have got the King of Swords. Okay. So, while I'm shuffling the clarifiers for all this, I will just point out that this is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, go and check out your birth chart. Maybe you're working from a different element in your birth chart. Maybe you're just your what you normally watch for. Yeah, your water sign element is quite a weak part of your birth chart. Maybe you have a lot more earth or a lot more fire or a lot more air. So maybe you might have to go and watch them overviews for the months. Okay. Yeah, so it is a general word. And the other one, because this is predictive in nature, I'm putting on a whole month in front of you, and that's what I'm actually like calling from the universe. Some of these may resonate with you. The first ones may resonate with you, and then the last ones may not. Some of these might only resonate with Cancerians among you. Some of them might only resonate with the Scorpios among you, and others might only resonate with the Pisceans among you. Okay, so it doesn't matter if all doesn't resonate. It could be just one card in here is just for you, the viewer. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Pentacles coming out for the first week. This is a card of independence, a card of separation, a card of retirement, if you like. It's a card which is sort of saying the first week of the month of November, you might be going it alone one way or another. You might be separating from a partner. You might be finalizing a divorce. You might be leaving a company, either through a time-honored tradition, like a retirement, and that will bring a fella in there. Or it could be that you've just decided you're going it alone. It could be it could be that you might get fired. Maybe the company goes under. Maybe everyone gets fired. But there is this element of independence. But it's a nice element of independence because it's also a card that suggests you've actually got the money to deal with this. Okay? Because it's a card of windfalls. It's a card of hitting the jackpot. So for some of you, you might just be lucky. You might just be getting things coming into fruition this week. Maybe your long-term saving plans are now become accessible this week for you to actually start drawing money off or things like that. Maybe you're not quite at the age of retirement, but you are at the age where you can start drawing off a pension, okay? Because you had foresight to get some sort of pension scheme that allowed you to draw it off when you're 50 instead of 60 or 70, whatever age your scheme is set for. So it could be something like that. Maybe you're just going to be sort of lucky on choices you make. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers out. The World and the Queen of Swords. Now, the World is telling us that there is a new start. Now, this could literally be the universe just fucking playing around with me, because the universe does this a lot. Sometimes it gives me normally like a death card or something like that. They're telling me that something's coming to an end and something's coming to and starting new. Well, that's how that card is actually seen. It's a half and half card. It's straddling 2 months. So it's an end of a month and it's a beginning of a month. That's what the universe sometimes gives me. Other times it gives me big brand new beginnings at the beginning of the reading because it's the beginning of the month. Could literally be that. But the fact it's given us the World, it couldn't have given us any of the aces there. But as it's given us the World, it's kind of suggesting that this is going to be big. You might not realize it yet, but November is going to be bringing in a lot of changes for you, a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances to start things. Okay, and these things aren't actually that much of a surprise to you. You know that they're there with that Queen of Swords, but it's a case that you haven't been taking action on them as yet. The Queen of Swords has got her hand out there in the time-honored stop sign. It's just, whoa, hold on a second, yeah, and like before you go off and do this, let's just think about what might happen from it. Okay, so you know the truth about it, but you haven't acted upon it as yet. Crossing this is the Four of Wands. Again, it's the commitment. It's the minor arcana of the World. I didn't mention it the first time it came out in the read, but it is the minor arcana of the World. It is a new start of some description. You think of all the ceremonies and all the celebrations we celebrate throughout life. And let's just start with your christening. Okay, that's your new start into the Catholic faith. Okay, you think of your birthdays. Well, that's the start of your own personal yearly cycle. You think of a wedding. Okay, that's a start of, again, a new life for you. You are no longer free to go and mingle with who you want. You're a couple, and you have to start making choices deemed for both of you instead of just the one of you. It's a totally different way of living. And obviously, a funeral, yeah. And if you are the starring guest in the funeral, then it's a new start for you because you're going off to start a new lifetime somewhere. Okay, as something. And if you're not the starring guest, again, it's an end of a cycle because that person is now departing your energy and they're not coming back into your energy as a full-on 3D apparition. They will only ever be back in your energy as memories or as some sort of spiritual advisor to you, which you may never actually ever realize that they're doing it. Think about your birthdays. Normally, departed parents, departed loved ones, they will be around you on your birthday. They will leave you little hints. Okay, you need to have your eyes open to see if they're there or not. No one's going to point them out to you unless they're trying to really relay a message to you, which you're running out of time and they have to do things, and that's when pictures start falling off mantelpieces or walls and the like. But anyway, getting back to the read. And so the first week, there is this energy of commitment. This energy of perhaps putting that stop hand down and starting to take action on these things you had to take action on at some point. Okay, so second week, Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups embodies the love of everything in the tarot. Okay, it is the strongest love card in the tarot. It is also a messaging card. Okay, she communicates. She is the communicator of all the queens. She's what makes the Empress a very good communicator and very loving and very caring. But she is also a loving, caring person. So in the second week, you might be finding that you are opening up. You're going to be able to talk to people on a romantic or loving level where you maybe not been able to as easily before. Maybe you're declaring your love to someone or something. Okay, obviously linking through with the first week, maybe this is you're free, you're single, you're independent, but you know that you won't be forever. There's someone on the horizon for you. You know this person, and you may want to ask them to marry you, ask them to move in with you, ask them to start dating you. And this is the second week. You're taking the action. You're finally taking the action, which that Queen of Swords has been holding back. But we have got the 7 and 6 of Wands coming out. Now the 7 of Wands is telling us there is this reluctance. There's a little bit of defensiveness from you on the second week. This could also be someone coming and communicating to you that they want to make something with you. Maybe you've recently broken up in week 1 with someone else. You become single from someone and they're now swooping in and taking the action. This is not necessarily the actions of you. This could be the actions of someone else and how it affects you. So maybe you're a little bit standoffish. Maybe you're a little bit defensive about it some way or another. But with the 6 of Wands coming out there as well, there's also this recognition. Okay, you're happy that they've recognized you, or you're happy that they're recognizing your actions, even though you are a bit standoffish about it. It's also a card of victory, so it's sort of saying that this is the right thing to do. You're going to feel the benefits and the joy of this. Crossing all this is the King of Pentacles. So yeah, it's going to be hard work. It's not going to be easy street. You're not going to just walk down there, drop to your knee, get married 2 weeks after, have children 9 months and 2 weeks after that, have a house and all that. It's work. There's work involved in this. Yeah, let's face it. If people play hard to get. They want to see how much and how far you're willing to go to prove that love you say you have to them, because actions speak louder than words. So there is that element there, but it's working hard. But there's again the success. The King of Pentacles indicates success. They work hard to get that success, but they do get that success, and that's that 6 of Wands. Okay, third week of November, we have got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, this is a totally detached energy. For some of you, this is like literally going to be week for week for you. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is telling us that you are looking after your own interests in the third week, or possibly someone around you is looking after their own interests. They're thinking about themselves, thinking about what they want, what they need, or you might be thinking about what you want, what you need. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out this time. So yeah, Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. There is this juggling going on. Perhaps you could be dealing with a player. Perhaps you might be a player. Perhaps the Two of Pentacles is you entertaining two different people at the same time, or possibly more. The Queen of Pentacles there is telling us that you are going to feel comfortable within these actions, depending on which way these actions work. If it's you taking these actions or if someone else taking these actions, you're going to feel comfortable in the situation. It's not going to overly phase you. It's going to be like if they're off entertaining two people and you happen to be one of them, you're sitting there thinking, well, yeah, I know this. I'm just going to enjoy what I'm getting out of it for now, and then when they make the choice to drop me or move on from me, then that's fine. But I'm not going to accept them when they say you're the one, because I don't believe them, sort of thing. Or it could be financial juggling. You could, especially with that Five of Pentacles coming up. You're coming towards the end of the month and bills need paying and things. But even though you might be juggling your finances around a bit, because maybe you've overspent on personal things, things you didn't need, things you only wanted, you're still comfortable enough, you're still sure about your situation of actually having enough money to pay all this stuff off. Okay, crossing this is the Six of Cups. This could be a past person coming into your life. It could be some sort of contract what might need to be paid, or I don't know why I said that, so might need to be signed or something like that. It could be an exchange of property. I don't normally get that sort of energy coming off that card, but it's there. It just flew into my head. So it could be some sort of exchange of property you are dealing with in the third week of the month. Obviously, if some of these could be pre-planned by you, okay, maybe you know that you're exchanging house deeds on the third week of November. If this is the case, please let me know. And if that is the case, and this juggling is, perhaps it's being moved a little bit further down the line because of some reason, but you're comfortable with that situation, you're fine with it, you're happy. That's all good. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles. Well, let's just face it, if you just exchange deeds on a house, you have now put yourself into some financial hardship. You now have a mortgage, etc., etc. That's one thing the Five of Pentacles is saying. And I say, obviously, it's coming to the end of the month as well, bill month or bill time and things. It could just simply be the case that you're a little bit strapped for cash at the end of the month. For others of you, this could be an energy of being isolated. Okay, maybe you're not in the clicky group at work, and you're feeling it in the fourth week of November. You're feeling that you're off on one side as all the others are chatting and doing things, or maybe because of your work you go out and do site maintenance where everyone else is in the workshop, so you're a little bit feeling isolated, and you're feeling it more in the week, the fourth week of November, than you would normally. Okay, but this also opens up an opportunity of moving forward, moving on. It's a slow energy, the Ace of Pentacles. It takes a lot of time to build up. Think of like trains or lorries. Yeah, they pull out in front. Well, trains don't pull out in front of you. That's a bit scary if they've done that. But lorries, they pull out in front of you. They take a lot of time to get up to speed. Yeah, and what most of us forget is they also take a lot of time to stop that speed, because, well, they've got a lot of weight behind them. Yeah, big super tankers turn their engines off or put their engines in reverse sometimes weeks before they reach their destination, because the momentum of all that weight they're carrying just keeps pushing them on anyway. Okay, and that's what this is. This is like the slow lorry slowly building up speed. Okay, to the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about movement. moving away. Maybe that holiday. I did say some of you may be taking a holiday. Okay, and there we go. We got the holiday card coming up. It's one of the meanings of the Eight of Cups. Maybe it's a house move. Maybe it's being pushed forward into the next week, because it's also the house move card. But generally it means there is some sort of movement going on. It's a forward movement. It's a movement of moving away from what isn't working or what is bad, moving towards what is working and what is good. Okay, crossing all this is, well, it's about bloody time. Okay, and I will also throw the next one out, because these are literally the 3 slowest cards in the tarot deck. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time in the preparations to get this to get to where it is, but it is about time. A lot of tarot readers will refer to this as like the gardening card or the farming card. You plant in your seeds, they take time to grow, but it's now getting to the point where you can start harvesting your rewards from them. It's taken a long time to get here, but it's here. This is the time. It might have been moved forward, it might have been postponed, but it's now there. Okay, so for the King of Swords at the end of the month of November, going into December, for some of you this is linked with the first week. It is the action you are starting to take. You know the truth here, but you were holding back. You now know the truth still, and you are moving forward. For those of you who may be on moving or maybe on holiday, this is the actions of leaving the holiday. For those of you who have moved home, this is the action of actually moving in and all that. Getting the professional help, getting the decorators in and the like. And it is also the time where you can rest and relax. I like this. We've seen both of the cutting cards come out in this read. It's always a nice confirmation for me that I've got the right read for you lot. Okay, so yeah, we know the truth about the situation, and now we're acting upon it. Now this acting upon it could be taking a rest. Okay, you know that you've been pushing yourself hard towards the end of the year to have the extra money you need to buy your Christmas presents for your family. Now you've got that money. It's like, right, okay, this is where I wanted to be by the end of November. Let's take a step back. Let's have a little bit of a breather before I go out and start doing the Christmas shopping. Everything is ready for you with the Magician. All the aces are there. We see one of them sitting here, but the rest of them are sitting on this table at the end of November. The world is your oyster. I'm getting off this Magician. You can do whatever you want. It's up to you. Maybe you work hard for the first 11 months of the year, and the 12th month you just decide to, yeah, it's easy month for me. Okay, I'll do what I want when I want. Now we've got the Queen of Wands crossing this. It is all about you. Okay, the Queen of Wands is a very me person. They like to be the center of attention. They like to be pampered. They like everyone to run around for them. They sit on their arse and dictate to people, if you will. It is a bit of a two-faced energy. It's kind of telling us, it's like what I said about you work your socks off for the first 11 months and then do nothing for the 12th month. It is a little bit like that. Yeah, it's a little bit two-faced like that. This isn't your norm, if you will. And it's the other side. It's the face that most of the people don't normally see you wearing, if you will. So yeah, but it is all the energy, all about me. Self-pleasure, self-discovery, the self. Okay, so the end of November is your time. Or maybe possibly the beginning of December is your time. It's all about you. And with the Four of Swords coming out there as well, I feel it's planned. It's always been like this. And the King of Swords, the truth of the matter. You know the truth of the matter. We're getting to the end of November, okay, and you're taking action at the beginning of December. So that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry too much. Go and check out the other signed reads as and when they come out. Until the next time, all you water signs are watching any of my videos, be them all signs, water signs, earth signs, or even the named signs like Cancer, Pisces. That's a Scorpio and the Pisces mixed together there. Scorpio or Pisces. Then you enjoy yourself.